Message, Sunday, February 14th, 2010. Not your grandmother's Valentine's Day message. Today being Valentine's Day, I am sending everyone this joke I have told before. 3 women, one engaged, one married, and one single, are chatting about their relationships and decide to amaze their men. That night, all 3 will wear black leather bras, stiletto heels, and a mask over their eyes. After a few days, they meet up for lunch. The engaged woman describes, "The other night, when my boyfriend came over, he found me with a black leather bodice, tall stilettos, and a mask. He saw me and said, 'You are the woman of my life. You are my soulmate. I love you.' Then we made love all night long." The single woman chimed in, "Me too. The other night I met my lover at his office, and I was wearing the leather bodice, heels, mask over my eyes, and a raincoat. When I opened the raincoat, he didn't say a word, and our love was wild all night." The married woman, "I sent the kids to stay at my mother's house for the night. When my husband came home, I was wearing the leather bodice, black stockings, and stilettos, and a mask over my eyes. As soon as he came in the door, he saw me and said, 'What's for dinner, Batman?'" Physical intimacy, attraction, and chemistry are indeed a big part of a relationship. However, I hate to be a party pooper, but a lot of the time this stuff is our automatic brain, AB, being attracted to someone who has certain genetic features that our AB instinctively knows will place our offspring in a more favorable, dominant position. Love at first sight, let's face it, is really lust at first sight. If you wish to believe, trust, and take direction from this, or are forever looking for this to happen and therefore trying to identify your, quote, soulmate, then you may well experience the supreme disappointment that comes with AB behavior and thinking. A relationship built mostly on physical attraction and sexuality can rest on that foundation, in my estimation, for about 3 months. After that time, the AB begins to get impatient, and any pimple, literally, that disrupts the relationship places it in jeopardy. 3 months into your relationship with the, quote, perfect person for you, he or she develops a furuncle. That's a fancy-sounding medical term for a large boil on the butt. A few weeks later, you, the lover without a flaw, come down with a whopper of a sinus infection, productive of yellow mucus, etc., etc. What are you feeling now? At this point, I'll come out of the closet and admit it. I was an avid listener to Howard Stern prior to his move to Sirius. Before his divorce from his first wife, he used to fantasize with the strippers and actresses who paraded through his studio. "Ah, what I would do to you," he would say, "if only it were the 2 of us alone on a desert island and we had a pact of secrecy that nobody would ever find out." The reality is that someone always finds out. The finding out part need not be an actual someone. You may find out that this person is not the fantasy that you thought, or that you actually are fighting or fleeing something in yourself, or your relationship that could be fixed with some work. When someone tells me in confidence that they are contemplating having an affair, I recommend that they rent 2 movies, Fatal Attraction and Unfaithful. Since it is usually the AB that leads someone to have an affair, these are 2 good movies to make one fight or flee the notion of the affair. Then we can talk about the why. The AB has one purpose and one purpose only, to protect us from danger, threat, and vulnerability by fight or flight. I believe that when we lead our lives believing, trusting, and taking direction from this brain, we are drained and true happiness eludes us. When we base our relationships mostly on physical attraction to our mate's physical features, power, influence, or money, then we are set up for a failure. Many people, when asked what they want in a mate, reply with physical descriptions or statements like, "He has to make me laugh." What are you looking for, a circus performer? You must ask yourself, am I looking for someone to protect me from my own insecurities, hence vulnerabilities? So you may ask yourself, Is this guy for real? Is he telling me that the physical part of a relationship is not important? No, that's not what I'm saying. In fact, a strong physical attraction is very important in an intimate relationship and usually is what separates a friendship from a relationship. The pleasure we get from intimacy is arguably the single greatest physical pleasure we as humans can experience, is life-affirming, and can solidify the bond between two already connected people. But when it is the only feature or the strongest link, then the relationship is a setup for implosion, because it is based on the automatic brain. When the AB's physical need for dominance or lust for immortality, i.e. passing along DNA, takes over, the Steve Phillipses, Tiger Woodses, John Edwardses, and Mark Stanfords of the world sabotage their lives, with many other people getting hurt in their wake. So if you are a married man and on Valentine's Day your wife greets you at the door like the one in the story above, don't ask what's for dinner. Instead, strengthen your bond with physical love and passion. If you are married with kids, put your relationship needs first, so your children's ABs will not equate resentment with relationships, thus creating their own endangered memory. If you are single, work to understand your own danger memories, so when you meet people, you are not looking to them as a vehicle to fight or flee something within yourself. And first and foremost, love yourself in every sense of the word. Taking care of your physical body is not only a sign of self-love, but a powerful attraction for those to whom you wish to appear attractive. When you achieve a true love and respect for yourself, you are able to trust your relationships with people in an authentic and loving manner. My Valentine for my readers are these contemporary love songs. Enjoy, by Ingrid Michaelson, Michael Franti, and Jack Johnson. Have a great week, and happy Valentine's Day. This is Dr. Charles Glassman.